Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. So my name is Alyssa Donlinger. I'm an occupational therapy assistant student. And I'm going to be performing the Canadian Occupational Performance Model measure with you today, if that's okay.
It'll be fine.
Awesome. So before we get started, I'm going to have you sign my consent form. It's just so I am able to receive your medical information and have you on video. Awesome. All right. So do you know what occupational therapy is?
I think that's helping people that have problems working them out.
Yeah. So we basically help people with any type of physical or mental illness get back to living their everyday activities like they used to. And the importance of this Canadian occupational performance measure is basically trying to identify the occupations that you may be struggling with and try to find ways that we can prioritize those and get you back to doing those like you want to.
Okay, great.
Awesome. So I'm going to go through and ask you some questions about your performance with like self-care, productivity, and leisure. So first, we're going to start off with self-care. Um, I'm going to have you I'm going to ask you some questions and I'm going to have you say if you have a difficult time performing those or if you can perform them pretty independently.
Okay.
So first we're going to do personal care. So how do you feel about dressing? Can you perform that independently?
Yes, I can, except for have a little trouble putting my boots on because I'm
Okay.
getting pretty fat.
Okay. No problem. So putting on shoes. Alrighty. And how do you feel about bathing?
I'm good with that. I don't like to smell bad.
Okay. And your personal hygiene, how is that?
Oh, very good.
Good. Okay.
I take a shower once a day, whether I need it or not.
Okay. And you feel pretty independent with feeding?
Yes, that's why
Yeah.
belly is like it is.
Okay. No problem. All right. And how do you feel about your transfers, such as like getting off the couch or into your bed or?
Well, I have a really stiff knee, so getting up in the morning, kind of getting it loosened up is
Okay.
sometimes an issue.
All right. And how are you with kind of getting around outside, just walking around on level grounds?
Level ground, good, but slow.
Okay. Alrighty. And inside the house, you feel pretty comfortable walking
Yes.
around?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. And what about transportation? You're able to drive yourself or do you struggle with that?
No, still drive good as long as it's not after dark.
Yeah. Okay. So your vision kind of gets a little bit iffy after dark?
I definitely cannot see as good after dark.
Okay. All right. And how are you with getting around like grocery shopping?
I like it, but I don't like to walk that much.
Okay. And how are you with taking care of your finances? Do you does your bank take care of that or do you do it mostly with a checkbook?
I do. I have a checkbook and a debit card, both.
Okay.
And no, I don't have any trouble with that.
Okay. Alrighty. So next we're gonna do the productivity. Do you have a job, right?
I do have a full-time job.
Okay. So you're pretty active with work. You're not seeking any type of job. You don't have a hard time keeping the job with your physical abilities or anything like that?
No, it just slows me down climbing up and down the machinery.
Okay.
Because you have to climb up and down pretty much a ladder, I guess you would say, steps.
Okay. Alrighty. And what about I know you have some cows at your house. Are you pretty solid with taking care of those?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I like that very well.
All right. All right. So next we're gonna do household management. How are you with cleaning around your house? Do you do that or does somebody else take care of that for
I
you?
have help with that.
Okay. And what about laundry? Are you okay with reaching in the washer and dryer and transferring those?
Yes, I can do that fine.
Okay. And what about cooking? Do you prepare your meals yourself or do you have someone do that for you?
I have someone do that, or I use the microwave.
Microwave, okay. Alrighty. And so what kind of like activities do you like to do outside of work? I know you like to garden.
Garden, like to drink beer.
Garden, okay. So you like to do some social participation.
Social, right.
Okay. And what else? I know you like fishing.
Fishing, like cut wood.
Cut wood, okay. And you're pretty well able to do that on your own. You don't need any help.
Don't need any help, but it hurts.
It hurts, okay.
Knee.
Okay. Alrighty. And then next we're going to go on to your some more leisure activities. I know you said fishing, you like to go fishing. You're able to bait the hook and do all that on your own?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's getting harder.
It is.
Harder to see the finer line.
Okay. Alrighty. And then I know you had talked to me about like fixing vehicles and things like that.
Too stiff.
Too stiff.
Can't see.
Okay. Alrighty. Next, we're gonna do some active recreation. Do you do any kind of like lifting weights or anything that requires like muscle?
Wood cutting,
Okay.
most definitely.
Alrighty. And do you like to travel?
I'm not a big traveler, no.
No. Okay. Is that just because you don't enjoy it, or you have a hard time driving around?
I don't
cities?
like to drive after dark, so
Okay.
I don't like to go that far.
Alrighty. And how are you with like making phone calls and using your cell phone?
Not very good at it.
Not good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could use some help with that.
Okay. That's definitely something that we can help you with. Alrighty. And how about just holding a conversation with people around you, like your friends or your family?
Yeah, still okay with that.
Okay. Alrighty. So with what I went over with you so far and the activities that you have given me, I'm gonna have you rank those on a scale of 1 to 10 and how important they are to you. So I know that you said you had struggled with putting on your shoes. What would you rank that as importance?
Very important because I have to work.
Okay. So a 10?
Yes.
Okay. And showering, I know you said that you do that pretty independently. That's probably going to be a 10 as
Yes,
well.
that would be good.
Okay. No problems with feeding. Obviously, you need to eat, so that's going to be a 10.
No, I'd eat too much.
Alrighty. getting out of bed, you said you have a stiff knee.
I've had it surgically worked on, but it didn't go good.
Okay. So you'd rank that a 10. That's pretty important for you to get figured out.
I need to get that worked on.
Okay.
It's getting, where it's hurting me a lot worse all the time.
Okay. And I know you said walking around outside, you kind of are slow with the unlevel grounds.
Unlevel ground, I'm really,
Okay.
really
And you,
bad with.
yeah. And so you work outside. That's probably pretty important to you.
Very important to have a little place here trying
Okay.
to take care of.
All right. And you're comfortable with walking around inside. So,
Yes.
okay. How would you rate that?
And importance to me, walking around inside, it's not. I can get around fine.
So maybe like a 7.
7, you have to get around.
Okay.
Sure, yes.
Yeah. And driving at night, I know you said is difficult for you. Do you do that often, or how important is that for you?
It's not as important as it used to be because I try not to do it.
Okay.
Unless I have to.
All right. So you probably rate that a 7 as well? 6 or 7?
Let's give it a 6.
Okay. All right. And you said that you get tired with walking around shopping. What's the importance for shopping for you?
Not important.
Not important.
I have help with that.
Okay. So we'll probably rank that a
3.
3. Okay. Alrighty. And I know your finances are obviously really important to you. How is it important, like with taking care of that yourself?
Well, I have to keep going and then be able to walk and work
Yeah.
because I have to work.
Okay. So we'll rank that a 10. Okay. I know you said you have a full-time job and you're not seeking any employment right now. You're not having a hard time keeping the job, but your job is pretty important to you.
Super important.
Okay.
10.
10. Alrighty. And I know you said you struggled with climbing machinery because that's one of your job titles.
Mm-hmm.
You would also rank that a 10?
It is a 10.
Okay.
Because I have to be able to do that too.
All right.
Be an operator.
Next is the farming you said was important. That's kind of like one of your part-time jobs that you have around your home. You would also rank that a 10?
Very important.
Very important.
That's my jam.
Okay. Alrighty. And next was cleaning. I know you said you had some help with that. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is cleaning to you?
5.
A 5? Okay. Alrighty. And what about laundry? I know you said you're pretty independent with that. How important it is for you?
Also have help with that, so it's not that important.
Okay.
5.
A 5? Alrighty. And I know you said that mostly someone cooks for you, but if you have to cook for yourself, you just throw it in the microwave.
Mm-hmm.
How important is that on a scale of 1 to 10 cooking?
3.
3. Okay. And one of your types of things you like to do with garden, what's that on a scale of 1 to 10?
That's like an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Yes.
And I know you said you like to go and drink some beers and socially participate. What's that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I like my people time. I guess give that an 8.
Okay. Alrighty. And then I know you said you experience some pain in your knee when you're cutting wood, but that's something that you really like to do.
It is.
What's that on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's probably an 8 or a 9.
Okay. Alrighty. And then I know you said fishing's starting to get hard for you because you're having a hard time seeing. What's the importance of fishing on a scale of 1 to 10?
That is a 3 or 4.
A 3 or 4? Okay. All right. And then I know you said basically just performing some labor extensive activities, your knee starts to get stiff. What's the importance of performing those?
That still have a lot of work left to do, so that's like an 8.
Okay. Alrighty. And then wood cutting, once again, that's for one of your active recreations. What was it that you would rank that?
I heat my house with that, so it's important.
Okay.
It'll be an 8.
Okay. No problem. And I know you said you don't enjoy driving after dark, so traveling is not something that you enjoy. But just overall, would you rate traveling?
2.
A 2. Okay. All right. And then for your socialization, using your cell phone to make phone calls, what would you rate that?
A 5 at best. I'm not very good with the phone.
Okay. All righty. And then your social participation with friends.
I definitely enjoy that. That's been 8.
An 8. Okay. All right. So out of what I have so far, I've kind of gathered some 5 occupational performance problems that you may be struggling
Okay.
with. So we're gonna putting on your shoes. We're gonna do mobility with getting out of bed. Driving at night. Climbing equipment. And using your cell phone. Because it's still kind of important in case of emergency to use your cell phone. So we'll definitely help you with that.
Okay.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to go through these 5 problems, and you're going to rank those from a scale of 1 to 10, just like we did before, on your performance with that. So how well do you think you can perform putting on your shoes on a scale of 1 to 10? What do you think about that?
6.
A 6, okay. How about your mobility with getting out of bed?
I'm gonna give it about a 6 too.
Okay. What about driving at night?
That's about a 4.
A 4, okay. And what about climbing the equipment that's required for your job title?
At best a 5.
A 5, okay. And then how about using your cell phone?
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay,
Half good at it and half not.
no problem. These are all definitely things that we're going to be able to help you with once we get this figured out. And then next, I want to ask you the satisfaction with your performance. So how happy you are with that, with
Okay.
your performance level, with those same exact 5 occupations and the same exact scale of 1 to 10. So with putting on your shoes, how satisfied are you with your performance?
2.
A 2, okay. And what about your mobility with getting out of bed?
It's 2 or 3. Not very good.
We'll go with 2. How about driving at night?
Not good at all.
1.
1.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And how about climbing the equipment at your job?
I can still do it, but it's a chore. Like a 4 or 5.
Okay. And how about using your cell phone?
5.
5. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna continue to score this sheet for you,
Okay.
and I will get the results back to you.
Great.
Thank you so much for doing this with me today.
You're welcome.